you've been living with roommates for the last couple of years and said, hey, you know what? It's time for me to become a homeowner. Perhaps you applied for a mortgage and didn't qualify due to not having enough income. Well, did you know that you can actually use your roommate's rental income to qualify for the mortgage? Let me help break this down for you to better understand. The situation might be where you just graduated from college, landed a stable income paying job, and have roommates who are helping you pay for your rent. So with you having roommates and them paying you, you can actually use that income to qualify for the mortgage. And here's how. Let's say your income, using on average, call it $60,000. On a monthly basis, how lenders look at that income is we would take $60,000 and divide that by 12 months, which gives you a monthly gross income of $5,000. How income is calculated to qualify for a mortgage is we would take your total liabilities and divide that by your monthly income. Total liabilities is also known as debt, and that debt is what's being reported to the credit bureau. So that could be student loans, personal loans, a credit card, revolving debt, and also a car loan. So for example, in this video, let's just say that you have about $600 of outstanding debt, right, that you pay monthly. And let's say your mortgage payment is $2,000. That would make your outstanding monthly liabilities $2,600, right? So what happens is we would take $2,600, divide that by your $5,000 monthly gross income. That ratio comes out to 52%. On average, when qualifying for a conventional mortgage, the max allowed debt to income ratio is 50%. So where the rental income comes into play would be your roommates have been paying you, for example, $1,000, and you have been collecting that, cashing, depositing it into your bank account, which is what would be required. I'll get into that here shortly. But let's use the $1,000 rent. What is allowed of that $1,000 is 30% of that. So taking 30% of $1,000 would equate to $300. Adding that $300 back into your income in this scenario would then make your monthly liabilities still $2,600, but divide that by $5,300 income monthly will now make your ratio 49%, making it eligible to advance to approval. Now, this is not intended to quote you nor qualify you for a mortgage, but based on this situation, that's how the application would be reviewed. So what is required when using rental income? We have to show proof that the roommate in fact has been living with you. So proof of a utility bill, perhaps a driver's license, a bank statement showing that that address matches your home address so that we can, tie it together that they have been living with you. 2, that roommate had to have lived with you for the last 12 months. So just a letter of explanation, or like I said, that supporting utility bill, driver's license should suffice. 3, that they're not obligated to be on the mortgage with you. So if you're the one qualifying for the mortgage, they can't be on the mortgage with you in order to use that rental income. And then lastly, number 4 would be we would collect 9 out of the last 12 months canceled checks. If they've been paying you cash, I would highly recommend for you to start depositing that or having them write you a personal check where you deposit it into your bank account, because then now as a lender we can paper trail that. Everything in this industry, as you know, requires documentation. So making sure that we can source where those payments came from will help the underwriter understand and lessen the chances of questioning where that money came from. And because home ownership is such a necessity, you're always going to need housing. I want you to be able to walk away from this video knowing that home ownership is within reach for you. Just because you didn't qualify maybe from a past application, hopefully this video helps you now understand that there are ways where you can either increase your income. Perhaps you're going to be expecting a raise here soon. Either way, I think it's very important to sit down with a credible lender to help explain to you some of the available options for you to qualify for the mortgage. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. My name is Kandy.Katz. Thanks so much for tuning in today, and hit that bell for future updates on when I do drop new videos. See you guys on the next one.